What's up, M12? It is Jeremy, and welcome to the parking lot near my apartment complex. This is my slice of heaven right now during quarantine. This is the place I get to when the weather is beautiful, when I need to get outside. Because if you're anything like me right now, you're getting pretty frustrated at home. There have been moments where someone has said something or that person didn't do this thing that you were expecting them to do, and it just maybe frustrated you a little bit. For me, I live with my cat and my wife, and I love them so much, but there are moments where I just want to Maybe that's you. You just wanted to scream. Because when they said, I'm not gonna have to go to school, you thought that meant freedom. That you could sleep in as late as you wanted, I don't have to do my homework until the end of the day, that I can watch as much Netflix and TV as I wanted, or I can play video games until my eyeballs fall out. But what you've realized is the people I'm living with, they're actually frustrating. Maybe they're even annoying, and I don't feel free. I would actually describe this quarantine as almost like a prison. I can't see my friends. I can't get outside as much as I wanted. Go play basketball, go hang out at the pool, go jump on the trampoline. I didn't get to go on spring break, and you felt stuck. Last week, Jacob gave us some great ways to think about friendships during quarantine and how we can go chase those down. This week, I want to focus on the relationships at home. Yeah, the people we live with. And for us to do that, we're going to open up our Bibles to Galatians chapter 5, verses 13 through 14. Before we get there, I want to give you a tip. And this is going to help. This is the starting point. It begins with you. Yeah, you. Meaning the person on the other side of the screen. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about your leader. I'm talking about your parents. I'm even talking about you as the student. It begins with you. You cannot make the actions for other people. You're only responsible for how you respond. So right now, it begins with you, and your actions matter. So let's open up. It is absolutely clear that God has called you to a free life. Just make sure that you don't use this freedom as an excuse to do whatever you want to do and destroy your freedom. Rather, use your freedom to serve one another in love. That's how freedom grows. Pause. Serving others out of love is how we get freedom? Wait. What does that mean exactly? For a lot of us, maybe freedom, we've been focusing on freedom as these physical boundaries being lifted, when the reality is maybe that freedom comes from internal things being lifted. Like getting ourselves out of the way so we can serve the people around us. That when we serve people out of love, that means our love actually grows. That when we forgive someone for an action they make, then forgiveness grows inside of us. That's freedom. Let's continue into verse 14. For everything we know about God's word is summed up in a single sentence. Love others as you love yourself. That's an act of true freedom. Love others as you love yourself. That's powerful. And right now, maybe you're trying to think of some ways that you can love those in your household. Especially during quarantine, because you're there at least until the end of the month and maybe even a little bit longer. You're still trying to figure this out. How can you serve people? And here, let me give you a list real quick of ways you can serve the people around you. Go. Load the dishwasher, take out the trash, do the chore that you're supposed to do last week, clean out the cat litter, be nice to your older siblings, answer a question with yes the first time, be kind when you're answering questions in general, thank a parent, thank a sibling, thank a grandparent, I don't know, help make dinner. Those are just a few ways that you can serve the people around you in your home, and maybe you can think of some other ways right now. The way you can serve your mom or dad or siblings. So think of those, and let me ask you this week, how can you serve those in your house with love?